feel like the man. Niggas be hating, I know that they fans. But with the state, they know who I am. How you going up if it be your man? He makes me like to go. I can't go outside, no. Go on, can't run no more. Yeah, that is the past, though. I need my diamonds fall, but that shit on pause.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, y'all see by the title and the thumbnail, we'll be talking about style is more than the way that you dress. Now, when it comes to fashion, I feel like a lot of people think that style and fashion has to do with putting together outfits, buying clothes, or putting together a lot of different pieces of clothing. I'm here to tell y'all there is more to style than just buying clothes, putting together outfits, or putting together a lot of different pieces of clothing. So I figured I might as well go on and make a video, put y'all boys, girls on game to actually what style is and how style is perceived through fashion. And before we get into the actual video, feel free to let me know what type of fashion content y'all would like me to bring to the channel in the comments down below. Because like I told y'all, closed mouths don't get fed. If y'all don't let me know what y'all want to see, I don't know what type of content y'all want me to post on the channel. And also hit the red subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that post notification bell as well if you are into fashion. It's literally free and it does nothing but helps the channel continue to prosper and grow. It's literally free. It costs you literally 0 cents to support the channel. So if you like my content, feel free to go ahead and hit the red subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that post notification bell so y'all can be notified when your boy uploads another video. But I don't want to talk y'all heads off too much longer, so we're gonna go and hop straight into today's video. Alright, so the first thing on the task of agenda for today's video is going to be figuring out what style is, because a lot of y'all misconstrued the term style. Style is more than just putting on that graphic tee, putting on that hoodie, putting on them pants, putting on them boots. That's not style. That is wearing. There's a difference between style and wearing. Style and wearing are two completely different things that a lot of y'all misconstrued. You're not styling, or you don't have style. You're just putting on clothing. Style is how you allow fashion to translate into your language. I'm pretty sure y'all done heard the cliche term, fashion is the best way to express yourself without saying a word. When it comes to fashion and style, style is how people are gonna perceive you without you having to say anything, because anybody can wear an outfit. I'm not taking away from outfits and how y'all style clothes, because anybody can put together an outfit. Anybody can put on any piece of clothing, right? While fashion is something that we consume, fashion can be bought, style cannot. And I have a video that I did previously on the channel maybe a few months ago where I told y'all how style cannot be bought. You can consume fashion, but you cannot consume a style. Style comes from within. And I know a lot of people are gonna say if you have money, money opens up more doors for you to be able to experiment with a lot of different pieces of clothing. And that is true. If you have money, money is going to allow you to experiment with a lot of different pieces of clothing over somebody that doesn't really have money. But that doesn't mean you have style, because you can be able to afford a piece. And that doesn't mean you know how to style clothing. The clothing should be giving off a message of who you are without you having to say a specific word. Not a designer brand like Balenciaga. You go buy a whole Balenciaga outfit does not mean you actually have style or know how to put together clothing. It's just showing that you have money and you're going to splurge your money on clothing pieces. So you're wearing the clothes, you're not styling. So that is what style actually is. I hope I kind of broke that down a lot better for y'all, and I hope y'all start to understand the differences between wearing and styling. All right, now since y'all know what style is and we went more in depth on what style actually is, there's a couple things that I want to go over in the video that actually make up style. And the first thing that I want to talk about is personal expression. Now, your style reflects who you are. It's your personality, your beliefs, and your experiences that allow you to express yourself authentically. Now, I done told y'all this a lot in previous videos. When it comes to personal expression, personal style, every single thing comes from within. then. A lot of y'all tend to go to the internet to search up how to find your personal style. And I've told y'all in previous videos to stop looking at videos on finding your personal style. And I know some of y'all are confused and y'all think that these videos are actually helping y'all, when in reality, bro, these videos are not actually helping y'all. These videos are further making you lose yourself from where you are at right now. These videos on how to find your personal style, they're not telling you how to find your personal style, because nobody can tell you how to find your personal style. The only person that can find your personal style is you. Something that is personal to you is not going to be personal to somebody else. So y'all spend a lot of time on the internet searching up how to find your personal style, and y'all are looking at different videos, getting people's different views on personal style, and everybody perceives personal style completely different, but everybody forgets the word personal. That's why they put personal next to style, because it's going to be personal to you and not personal to the person that you're watching on social media. Now, what these people do on social media with these videos is they make videos on finding personal style, and what y'all don't realize is they're not telling you how to find your personal style. They're telling you how they found their personal style. They're telling you the trial and tribulations that they went through throughout their personal style. And I guess there can be some pros to it, because there can be certain things that they did that was bad on their personal style journey that y'all could actually avoid doing. I get it from that point of view, but you don't want to be taking this information that they're giving you in the video and trying to rely it to your real life situation, because when it comes to fashion and putting together clothing, bro, whatever works for somebody else may not work for you. And if it does work for you, it's not going to work the same exact way as it worked for this person that you are perceiving to watch on the internet. Now, I'm not telling y'all that y'all cannot pull inspiration and influence from people on how they found their personal style. You can pull inspiration and influence from people, because I feel like that makes up fashion. If there wasn't inspiration and influence in fashion, I feel like fashion would be perceived a different way, and fashion wouldn't be as fun or where it is today. But when it comes to personal style and personal expression, everything is personal to you. You have to figure out what works for you. Nothing is gonna work the same for every single person. Then another thing that y'all fail to forget is when y'all are too busy looking into influencers and y'all are just purchasing things off of you like it because the influencer looks great, and then y'all fail to forget about things called measurements. And I done talked about measurements a lot in my videos. Measurements plays a big role into how clothes proceed to fit on your body. Are you wearing the right proper clothes for your body type, or you're just buying things because you see it on social media? That's where this whole personal style space comes into play. And I feel like a lot of people honestly don't understand personal expression and personal style when it comes to social media, because a lot of people on social media are trying to portray a life that's not actually theirs, or they're telling you to do things that's not gonna intentionally work for you because it worked for them. So I will honestly tell y'all, get off the internet. Once you look at a few social media influencers that you like, you analyze their styles, you do what you do, I will honestly tell you to get out the internet and figure out what works for you. Take time off the internet, go find yourself, go find your personal expression, go start building that personal style that you want to develop. Don't buy and wear things because you're seeing other people wear it because it's a popular trend at the moment, this and that. You don't need to be doing all that, bro. You need to be figuring out what works for you. You need to be figuring out what route you want to take, and you need to be figuring out how you could intentionally elevate your style on a day-to-day basis. That should be your main focus when it comes to fashion and finding your personal style. You have to find your personal style. Don't do what this influencer is telling you to do. Do what you want to do, wear what you want to wear, figure out how you can perceive to make these clothes personal to your personal style. That's another thing that I've been talking to y'all a lot about on videos in the past, bro. Personal style, you have to figure out how to make pieces personal to your style and how you can revolve these pieces around your style to really start wearing these pieces on a day-to-day basis, because it makes the process a lot easier for you. It makes it a lot less stress-free, and it just makes it a lot more fun when you honestly have a wardrobe full of clothes that you have personal reasons as to why you wear or have each piece of clothing throughout your style. So like I said, bro, the first thing that y'all honestly should be worried about when it comes to personal style is what style is, how you can find your personal style, and how you can find your personal expression. So like I said, get off the internet, take some time off social media, go find yourself, and go start developing that personal style, bro. Because when you start to develop your own personal style and you're doing what you want to do, bro, I'm telling you, it's going to make fashion a lot more fun for you. You're going to start to understand a lot more, and you're going to start to learn a lot more about yourself that you didn't even know before you decided to get into the fashion space. All right, now the next thing I want to go over when we're talking about style, not only being about the clothes that you're wearing, the outfits that you're putting together, and just clothing in general, is going to be confidence. Now, having confidence to wear the clothes that you want to wear can significantly enhance your style. Confidence is one of those things that we build as our style starts to grow and elevate. When you look and feel good in your clothes, it shows. You carry yourself differently. Now, what style has to do with confidence is style is about feeling comfortable in your clothing choices rather than just being distracted by trends or external validation. Now, I'm gonna go back into that. Now, it is easy to get misconstrued with trends and trying to pull validation from other people, and that's where your confidence starts to drop. You should always have confidence in anything that you want, regardless of what other people are thinking or regardless of what is popular at a specific moment. Now, I done said this a lot in previous videos. Do not follow fashion trends blindly. I'm not telling y'all not to follow fashion trends or look into fashion trends that you actually like. I'm telling y'all not to follow these fashion trends too openly or too blindly. When you look into a fashion trend, you want to analyze a specific trend and you want to see how the world and how fashion is perceived around this trend. And you can pull things from the trend that you like, and once you find key things through a specific trend that is popular that you like, then you can start implementing this trend into your style or figuring out, is this something that you could really use to elevate your style? Because everybody cannot wear the same exact stuff when it comes to fashion, clothing, and trends. It's not gonna look the same on everybody. A trend might look good on you and another trend may not look good on you. You may see one of your favorite fashion influencers rocking a popular trend at the moment, and you may want to dive into that trend, and that trend may not work for you or the style that you are trying to develop. Y'all have to really understand that thing, because when y'all don't understand these things and y'all are only following what is popular and what everybody else is doing, your confidence boost is dropping, your style's not elevating, and you're not intertwining style with your confidence. You're just gonna be at an all-time low when it comes to fashion, styling clothes, or just looking for things that make you happy. Confidence is just one of them things that you should just honestly be building over time as your style starts to grow and elevate. I done told y'all this a lot in previous videos. Just because you like something doesn't mean it's for you. Now, I'm not telling y'all not to go out there and experiment and dive into different trends to really figure out what revolves around your style, because you're obviously going to have to step out your comfort zone and try different things to really figure out what works with the style that you are trying to develop. You're obviously gonna have to do that, and when you figure out things that don't work with your style, it's honestly gonna help your confidence boost when we're talking about style and clothing, because you get the idea of what's not gonna work or what's not for this specific point in my style journey. Maybe it's a little bit early that I'm diving into this, and maybe I should dive into it a little bit later when my style is more elevated and my style is on a different level. But confidence has a lot to do with style, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of y'all just go out there and put on outfits and y'all pulling together clothes thinking that this is actually styling clothing, when it's not styling clothing. You're wearing the clothes and you're not styling the clothes. There is a lot behind the word style. It's not just putting together an outfit. Style has to do with the confidence that you have, how you walk, how you present yourself, and just how you just go by life in general, man. Style is just a lot more than just putting together clothing and putting together outfits. So like I said, bro, female, confidence has a lot to do with style. I need a lot of y'all to actually start paying attention to how confident you are when you're wearing clothing or you're putting together outfits, because once you figure out how confident you are to wear what you want to wear, I guarantee you your style is going to start to elevate. You're going to start looking at style a lot more than just that piece of clothing, that outfit that you're putting together. You're going to look at style as fashion, 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 fashion. Not me just putting together an outfit, me thinking I'm the best dressed female in the world, I'm the best dressed male in the world, and me just doing my own thing, wearing what I want to wear, doing what I want to do, regardless of what is popular, regardless of what my favorite fashion influencer is saying, regardless of what my favorite fashion influencer is wearing. I'm doing this strictly for me. And that's where the word confidence and style comes together and intertwine. Y'all have to really look into a lot of things when you're trying to be your own person when it comes to fashion, putting together outfits, putting together clothing. Style just does not mean that. So like I said, the next thing that I wanted to go over in the video was confidence. So I need a lot of y'all to actually start looking into your confidence, figuring out what confidence you have to wear what you want to wear, how you're gonna build this confidence, and how you can intertwine this confidence with your personal style, your personal expression, how you're just gonna make your confidence you and just be happy every time you step outside, every time you wake up, every time you look at yourself in the mirror. You just gotta build that confidence. The next thing I want to briefly go over in the video is gonna be your interest and your hobbies. Now, your style should be influenced by what you do on a day-to-day basis, whether it's art, fashion, music. Your style should be influenced by something that can really be used to really create your unique aesthetic. But nowadays, when we're talking about fashion and style, a lot of people's personal styles are not influenced by how they live on a day-to-day basis. And this is why it's harder for a lot of y'all to actually find your style, or it's harder for a lot of y'all styles to actually elevate, because you're not making your style, or you're not mixing your style with your hobbies and your interests. When you decide to mix and match your hobbies and your interests into your style, I guarantee you, bro, it's gonna make fashion a lot more easier for you. You're gonna start to find a lot more about yourself, and you're gonna start to understand the word style. And you're not just gonna be thinking style has to do with the clothes and the outfits that you are putting together. And it just makes the process a lot more fun when your style is influenced by what you're into. Your style is influenced by what you're doing on a day-to-day basis and how you go by your day-to-day life. Because I'm telling y'all, when y'all decide to actually figure out what you're doing on a day-to-day life and how you can implement that into your fashion, I'm telling you, you're gonna start to develop a style, and you're not only gonna be just thinking about clothes, you're gonna be thinking about the other things that you like to do, and you're gonna be mixing and matching them into fashion. We have all different types of aesthetics throughout fashion that could really be into your hobbies. Do you want to go Y2K? Do you want to do pop culture? Do you want to do streetwear? Do you want to do bohemian? There's a lot of different types of aesthetics that y'all can really look into and analyze and really figure out what aesthetics really match the hobbies and interests that you have on a day-to-day basis. I'm telling you, bro, your style is going to be a lot more effortless. You're going to start to understand a lot more about fashion. You're going to start to understand a lot more about style. And you're not only going to be thinking about what is popular, what this person's wearing, what my favorite fashion influencer is wearing, what she's wearing. You're not going to be worried about what they're wearing, because you're going to be going on your own specific route. And then if you have a fashion influencer that has significant or similar interests and hobbies to you, you could honestly look into their styles, and you can take a few key elements from their style, and you can bring those key elements into your style and start implementing them around how you're styling clothes and how you go by your personal expression and your personal style. I'm telling you, bro, there's just certain things that y'all have to do to really separate yourself, really find that style that you want to develop, and just really understand a lot more about yourself, understand a lot more about fashion, and just make the whole process a lot more fun. Because I've told y'all in previous videos, your style and what you do with fashion should not be stressful, bro. And I know it can get a lot stressful when you feel like you're doing everything you can and your style's just not elevated, or you're not understanding style, or you're not understanding who you are as a person. And it's easy to lose yourself when we're talking about fashion, clothing, influence. It is a lot easier to lose yourself than you just going on your own specific route and doing what you want to do when it comes to fashion and finding your style. That's why I told y'all earlier in the video, bro, stop going on social media looking at how to find your personal style. Just stop doing that, strictly find your personal style off of your interests, your hobbies, and what you do on a day-to-day basis. Now, that's obviously not gonna 100% make up your personal style, but it can honestly give you the route that you wanna go on to developing the personal style that you actually wanna develop. And then you're not strictly just gonna be thinking about clothes. You're thinking about what you're around, you're thinking about what you're into, and you thinking about what you like, and then you're implementing that into your clothing choices. Instead of you just looking at a whole bunch of clothes, a whole bunch of influencers, and buying into different things and thinking that's going to make your style a lot more versatile and a lot more effortless. It's not going to make your style effortless if you cannot figure out why you have a specific clothing item, why this clothing item is there, and does this clothing item revolve around what I'm doing and what I'm into. That's what I had to do when it came to my personal style. That's how my style started to develop. That's how I'm at where I'm at right now in my personal style journey. That's why I love the route that I'm on in my personal style journey, because I figured out what are my interests, I figured out what am I doing on a day-to-day basis, and I started figuring out how I could really implement these interests and hobbies into my style, and how I could really use these to really help elevate my style and get me on that route that I want to get on. And I'm not just thinking about buying clothes and putting together outfits. Obviously, I'm thinking about buying clothes that match my hobbies and my interests, and I'm thinking about putting together outfits, but that's not my whole point, my whole demeanor when it comes to my style and my personal style. I'm just figuring out how I could really implement those different things into my style and how I could really help them elevate my style. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about the specific clothing item. So like I said, bro, the next thing that y'all want to do, if y'all honestly want to stop thinking about style as just being clothes that you're buying, the clothes that you're wearing, and just fashion in general, is figure out your hobbies and your interests. Whatever you do on a day-to-day basis should revolve around the things that you actually like to do. And I'm trying to tell you, bro, your style's gonna start to grow and you're gonna start to understand a lot more about yourself and fashion. All right, y'all, so that indeed is gonna wrap up today's video. I hope the video entertained y'all, I hope the video informed y'all, and I hope this video helped y'all learn that style is more than just the way that you dress. I hope y'all actually take the information that I relied to y'all in this video and y'all use it in y'all real life situations. Y'all go out there and be the best version of yourself. You go out there and find your style, and you go out there and do what you want to do and wear what you want to wear. And before we wrap up the video, feel free to let me know what type of fashion content y'all would like me to post on the channel. I'm back on my consistent route. Y'all gonna get a lot more consistent uploads. I'm telling y'all, bro, Tynotrixh is back. So if you like my content and you aren't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button. Also hit the like button, hit the post notification bell so you can be notified when I upload another video, and just tap into the videos, bro. Like I'm putting y'all boys and girls on game to a lot of different things that a lot of other people are not putting y'all on to. So hey, if y'all like fashion, this that channel for you. But like I did state, that indeed is gonna wrap up today's video. It's been your boy Ty, aka Tynotrixh, and I'll catch y'all in my next video.